yet. Please? Yes.
I suppose you have to hire people who are familiar with comedy as well as drama, but the writing is so brilliant on our show that it isn't difficult in that sense. I think we all come to the table already with the ability to swing both ways. Really, when you have great writing, acting is easy. It's bad writing that's hard.
I'm falling off my roof.
Yeah, if only he'd fallen on his head. And he wouldn't have any of these symptoms. Looks like Cuddy, same cleavage.
Yes, there's parallel between myself and Dr. Cuddy, only because of my age as an actress and the timing of the show. When the show started, I told the producers that at some point during the run of the show, if it was successful, I would be getting pregnant, one way or another. So I think they planted that seed in the character story so that it was possible for me as a woman to experience that.
I'm not pregnant. I need to get a PET scan of your brain.
Boy, girl, you got a name picked up.
I'm not pregnant.
My leg doesn't hurt.
You're in denial.
No, I'm not.
We're similar in the sense that we both like to be right. We work very hard, very focused, good, like to lead. But I'm much more playful than she is, and I have a lot more fun, I think, than she does. I'm a little more funkier, and I like to take long steps. She wears skirts that are very tight. She can only walk with her knees together, which is why her hips have to sway so far from side to side just to move down the hallway. So yeah, we're different in a lot of ways too. I love medicine. My father's a doctor, and when I was a little girl, I, for fun, liked to go with him to the emergency room and watch him give stitches or try to, other doctors would be giving people shock treatments to keep them alive after a heart attack. I mean, I always found it very fascinating, so it doesn't scare me too much. He's a pretty extraordinary character. I think it's sexy to meet somebody who's quite so cynical and so brilliant at the same time. She's forced to be opposed to him in order to just kind of control the madness. But I think if she were the exact opposite, she would be just the villain on the show. And I think it's deeper and more complicated than that. I think she can't help but love him because he's brilliant. And a woman like her is particularly attracted to a brain like his. That said, he makes her life a living hell because he's right so many times, but the way he does things is so wrong, and in her job, she has to police him. So it forces her to not be able to just be a woman in relationship to him, but also have to police him, and I think that's very frustrating. Well, you know, being an actress, you feel like a whore most of the time. So that was easy. He was incredibly supportive, you know, like a cheerleader. And he was really, there was nothing about what he did that made me uncomfortable. He appreciated it as a man to the level that he could and should in a way that was not inappropriate, but supportive. I felt beautiful, and it ended up being a really lovely experience.